But so I almost forgot my straps. So today's back day, and I was thinking about it, and it's been a while since I've used my straps. Like it wasn't intentional. I just kind of forgot to. Um, it only got brought to my attention when I saw a video. Hold on, I'm gonna adjust it real quick. When I saw an advertisement on fucking TikTok about the EcoVision straps, I was like, oh wait, I got them. Well, this is the older version. They have a newer one. I don't know if it's any better. Supposedly it is. Um, I was like, you know what? I haven't used them in a while. Should probably put them to use, especially since I paid pretty good money for them. And by pretty good money, I mean it was like 25% off or some shit like that. So I decided to get them. But today we're at Downey Gym. First time in a while, mainly because of whole schedule change with work. But I don't want to continue talking about that. Like if it's a big nuisance, it really isn't. It just I don't like change. I've expressed this a lot, and it was a pretty big change for me. So yeah. But anyways, some bent over rows. Now, usually I try to stay away from like super heavy weight, but I'm feeling pretty good right now. And the only downside to this is my lower back. So this right now, I'm feeling more in my lower back than I do in my actual back. But it's fine. It's a compound movement, Every part of the muscle is being used for the most part. It's hard to find the right hand placement for me, but I think this works right here. Yeah. Okay. I usually try to go to the other squat racks, but the ones against the wall, because these ones feel a little too exposed for my liking, but it is what it is. It's fine. 2 plates. I built up from 1 plate to a plate 25 to 2 plates, or no, 25 into a plate 25 into 2 plates. So 4 sets in is going to be the 4th. Depending on how this feels, I might go up or I might go down. I do want to do an extra set after this though, so that's not going to change. I'm fucking sweating like crazy already for this being my first movement. Like, I am pretty bright today too. I'm wearing blue, white, and pink on my shoes. Nope. What was that? 4? Oh shit. That felt bad. I think I'm gonna do one more set. This weight. I just need to take a breather because goddamn that shit was tiring. Okay. One more set. Again, I feel it more in my lower back, so I'm gonna try to brace that a lot harder and try to keep a more narrow stance. Hopefully that helps. Or maybe wider stance helps. I don't know. I can't tell. I think more narrow stance. And then, yeah. So this is more of a lower back movement for me at this point, considering how much pressure or how much strain is putting onto it. But there's no sharp pain. There's no weird pain. Should be fine. Nope. You know what? Doing a quick little job set, going down to 1 plate and just repping it out. there. Something around there. It was way too wide. Goddamn. Whew. Shit. Honestly, the straps don't even help on lat pull downs. At least not for me. They just feel weird. It just feels off. I'd rather just take them off. Any other movement is fine, but just not this one. Fucking bitch. Fuck. Yeah, that's it. Whew. Alright, anyways. Where'd I put my earbud? Good fall. There it is. Okay. So, some isolateral Lapuda? Is that what it's called? Or is it? Hyro. That's what it's called. Hyro. 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 Sounds like. But started at 2 plates, which felt really solid, honestly, felt really easy. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's go up to 3 plates. Might have been a mistake. So this is my 3rd set. So technically, usually what I would do is start at a weight, do that for 2 sets, and finish off with another 2 sets of a different weight, higher weight, most likely. This one was low weight into high weight. So starting off with 1 set, going to 3 sets, which usually I don't do, but honestly, thinking about it, that's not a bad rotation, honestly. That way you really burn out. But if anything, after this one, I'll probably slap on a 25 or another plate, one of those 2. Depending on how this feels, obviously. Oh, I'm really curious on how 4 plates are gonna move. Fuck it. We'll get a 4th plate and we'll see how that feels. I doubt I'm gonna be able to do many, but considering I already did 2 sets with 3 plates, I feel like it'll be fine. And this isn't gonna be the last lat movement. I still got 1 more row and 1 more lat. Little side note, I didn't realize how much my beard like affected the mic. So I'm probably gonna figure something out in the future for that not to happen as much. I know the mic on the collar of my shirt isn't the best idea because it can get covered up by my like my neck or whatever the fuck you want to call it. 'Cause I was called no neck for a while. But yeah, so like I realize it does sound a little annoying, and if I try to modify it in while editing, right now, it makes it a little more difficult to like make it sound clear. So, cause right now I have the mic at high noise reduction, so I'll probably go back to medium, and then maybe find a better spot for my mic. I mean, I could always just shave off my beard. I already have no like attachment to it, but I'm not sure. Anyways, I'll let the video continue. Okay, those weren't clean whatsoever, but I was able to get 4 solid ones and then 2 half rep ones. So technically 3 reps if you really think about it, but I'll count that as just as 4. That felt good though. That felt surprisingly lighter than expected. I thought it was gonna be way heavier, so I'm kind of happy about that. Oh fuck, goddamn. All right, I'm gonna move on to my next row movement, which honestly is gonna be a little weird doing it in a pretty packed gym, but I like the movement, so I'm gonna do it regardless. Whew. Okay, so I will say this movement is a little awkward to do, but I really like it. All right, so basically, the thought process behind this movement. Oh, fucking. Come on. Tap, tap. There you go. Thought process behind this movement is that usually, if I'm right here, like normal, I don't get the full range of motion because it doesn't pull all the way. The problem with this is that that's the furthest I can go before losing the weight. I want to go even further. So by doing it the way I'm doing it now, with being way behind the bench, is that it lets me extend my arm all the way, thus extending my back and getting the full stretch, like as much stretch as possible. So that's the thought process behind it. I remember seeing it somewhere. I forgot if it was YouTube or TikTok or something, but I saw it. I thought that was a really good idea, so I copied it. Nothing wrong with copying people. Obviously, if I didn't like it, I would stop doing it. But this one I really liked, surprisingly. So there's like dumb shit like the spider curls and stuff, which might work for some people. It's not for me. I'm too big. Those benches are way too small, way too short. But after this one more set, and then I'm gonna do some single arm lat pull downs, which hopefully I can get a cable machine for, because it is getting a little packed in here. It's currently like 10:30, so still relatively early, kind of hitting like leaning more towards the afternoon, but surprisingly more people than expected, especially on Sunday. So yeah, I'll make it work somehow. Why does it feel like my nose is bleeding? Oh, fuck. Okay. I don't know where my other mic fell to. I know it's under my seat somewhere, but I just don't feel like looking for it. But that was it for back day. So, quick little story. So I was doing the single arm lat pull downs, which there's gonna be like no commentary right there at all. But as I was doing it, a guy next to me, he cracked a joke, talked a little bit, and then I asked him about his disability because he was in a wheelchair, and I just farted. I know it's like a very weird like turn up, but I was just really curious because he was still working out and everything. I was like, oh, I don't really see many like people with disabilities working out, and I asked him about it. And at first, well, I was a little like nervous to ask because obviously, you don't want to be insensitive. That's exactly what I said. I was like, I don't mean to be insensitive or anything, but like, how did you get your disability? Were you born with it or what happened? And he told me that at first, like when it first like happened, or like a couple months after it happened, like he couldn't really talk about it because it was like it just messed him up mentally. And I fully understood. But he basically told me that, like, bottom line, his body just gave up on him. Like, one day he was working and he just felt like a snap, like a crack in his lower back, and he just lost all feeling in his legs. And he went to the doctors. They gave him surgery, and the quick rundown was that his spine just compressed so much to the point where it cut some nerves. Like, it just cut off some nerves, and it just disabled him. You know, thankfully, he was able to get feeling back, and he still has some movement in his legs. But that's why he's in the gym for like therapy, basically physical therapy. He's basically doing like small movements, nothing too heavy, just to get his body used to moving again, because it's been so long. And you know, that really like I don't know, kind of it was a great motivation, you know, because seeing somebody in that situation, you know, they didn't lose hope, they didn't lose faith in their body, and they were able to you know, bring back some ability of movement again. And his whole mentality right now is that he's gonna keep working at it. He's not gonna stop trying to like help his body heal itself. And when, you know, when the day comes, not if, it's when the day comes, he'll stand again. And he's just working towards that goal. And I was like, damn, that's really inspirational, honestly. So that really kind of gave me like a reality check. Like, damn, like this, like me, like sometimes I don't even want to do shit like during the day, or like I just feel super lazy or super unmotivated. And then there's this guy just like working hard every day just to get that ability to even do anything again, you know, to be able to do what he used to do again. And I'm over here wasting my potential just fucking being lazy. And it's like, damn. But yeah, was a really nice guy. You know, I hope the best for him. And yeah, that's basically it. But today was a good day, so went pretty heavy on all my movements for the most part. Didn't really I wouldn't say I didn't really push myself to the limit, to the point where I'm doing like 1 rep maxes, but I did go to my limit in terms of like reps. So I did as many as I could, and you know, that's all I can ask for. Felt great. My back definitely feels pumped. I feel nice and accomplished in my workout. So yeah, but nothing to really talk about. The one arm lat pull down though did feel a little off because the range of motion. So what I was hoping was that when I reached all the way up, when I fully extended my arm, I would still get some tension at the top. That's not the case. I guess I'm too tall or too long or whatever the fuck you want to say. And when I fully extended my arm, it just didn't completely you know, stretch my arm out, because it couldn't. There was not enough range. So I kind of had to lean back a little bit and like put my body in an angle to actually get that feeling of fully stretching my lat. So that was one downside. Another downside, it just felt uncomfortable. It just felt weird. So next time I do one arm lat pull down, I might just do it on the regular lat, or like regular cable machine, where I would usually do like tricep extensions and stuff like that, just so I could like kneel down and really get that full stretch on my arm. I've done them before like that, but I just thought that on the actual lat pull down cable would be, you know, easier, more convenient for myself. But obviously, you know, learning from what I just did today just wasn't it. That's all the water I have left. Yeah, I did 20 minutes of cardio, and then did a few minutes in the sauna. I didn't want to stay in the sauna too long because I was already pretty dehydrated, and I didn't want to like risk severe dehydration, especially when I'm really low on water right now. So I just stayed in there for a few minutes and like 2 songs, which was like 10 minutes maybe max. Um, so yeah. Other than that, I mean, I feel like that was a pretty good workout. Pretty well rounded. Did a little bit of everything. Well, all I really did was like lat movements and like mid back movements, I guess you would say. I don't know. I don't know, but I just think, like up down and then forward back type thing. That's at least my thought process. But yeah, I appreciate all the support. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. I'm down to read them. Other than that, I mean, I feel great, honestly. I did feel a little bright because of the white. I felt like I was very visible. Usually with my black clothes, I kind of like feel nice and like not too conspicuous. But with the white, I just feel like I'm standing out too much. I don't like it. Even like on top of my white shirt, I'm recording with my camera. Like it just feels like over the top. But whatever. It's just in my head. I'll catch you guys. Stay safe. I will be doing arms tomorrow, and then the following day is gonna be a rest day. But I'm feeling great, honestly. I feel really good. I'm gonna get home, eat some good food. Um, I'm thinking about picking some oranges on my orange tree to make some orange juice, and mixing that with some Jamaica and seeing how that tastes. Honestly, that sounds fire. Now thinking about it, that sounds really fire. But yeah, stay safe, guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace. Please. Oh shit, there was an accident. Ooh, fuck! The truck hit the. It looks more like a crossover. Damn. That truck is definitely liable. Fuck it, dumbass. And they're blocking the street. Fuck. Damn. Good thing it's a Sunday. It's not too busy. Anyways, peace out.